Hello and friends, we invite you and our friends to participate in the prediction, anticipation, match the match Italy vs Sweden in the 2018 playoffs for the World Cup, which took place on 14/11/2017. Hope our comments will help you to make the most accurate predictions in today's match. No Italy, no party, that is the slogan that Italian football fans brought to Friends Arena in the first leg. They do not seem to believe that their beloved team will miss the train to Russia despite encountering an extremely difficult opponent, Sweden. In fact, if we turn history, we have to 60 years to find the nearest tournament where Azzurri missed the date of the World Football Festival. It was the 1958 World Cup Finals in Sweden. Since then, Italy has brought too many emotions to the football world. In the past 60 years, the Royal Trophy has 4 times in the World Cup final and 2 times won the championship. But history would be nothing if the Azzurri could not catch up. In fact, before the 2018 World Cup qualifiers, Italy has been warned after 2 consecutive failures in the 2010 and 2014 World Cup finals, coming from the group stage. The Black came to Italy when they fell into the Spanish League. Next, they had to face Sweden in the round of tickets. Failure 0-1 in the first leg was not too big a challenge for the team 4 times to the top of the world. But it is worth mentioning that the current Azzurri of Ventura is lacking in power. Still, the main players in the quarter-finals of Euro 2016 even added a few new talent, but Italy played a lack of focus when the coach is Ventura to change the team 3-5-2 con 2 lots of changes and testing. It makes the Azzurri no longer effective in attacking and defending. Not counting the clashes of weak opponents like Israel or Liechtenstein, the Azzurri are disappointing. Since the loss of Spain 0-3 in early September to now, the military shirt only scored just 3 goals, 5 games. Immobile is making a bad start to Serie in 14 attempts but failed to fit in with the Ventura coach. The same is true of Andrea Bellotti. Not only lost to Sweden in the first leg, Italy also suffered personnel losses when midfielder Marco Verratti has received enough yellow cards and cannot play the second leg tonight. Midfielder Bonucci is also unlikely to come off the bench after a broken nose in the first leg. These losses forced the Ventura coach to change, at least in the way of entry. For years, Sweden was nicknamed the one-man team because they were so dependent on Zlatan Ibrahimovic. This is one of the reasons why the Nordic team cannot win tickets to the last 2 World Cup finals, 2010 and 2014. But this is different. Ibra has retired from international career after Euro 2016. No Ibra, Sweden has many difficulties. But in a difficult situation, they build a balanced, even team, independent of any factor. Bonding and discipline are also tightened. Its performance is reflected in Sweden losing only 4 16th games after the final round of Euro 2016, 10 wins, 2 draws, 4 losses. Not only uniform and sticky, Sweden is also appreciated with multi-style play under coach Jan Andersson. They can play pragmatic but are ready to burst when needed. In qualifying, the Nordic team eliminated the Dutch and made a lot of trouble for the French star team. Looking back on history, Sweden is clearly not comparable to Italy. With only the last 6 Azzurri clashes, they lost to 4. But at the time of the Italian football being in a crisis of talent and tactics, the North European team could quite possibly think of getting tickets to Russia. Their advantage is a 1-0 victory in the first leg. The advantage was not big enough for coach Andersson to create defensive backoffs during his visit to San Siro tonight. On the trading floor, Italy is ranked at the top door with a ratio of 0-1. At this rate, the eating score is unfavorable for the Blue Army. It reflects the fact that Italy is in trouble. It is important that the Ventura teacher is someone who is under pressure. They have to play the attack to reverse the game. or at least level the score of two turn. With such pressure, no one can be sure that the Azzurri will not make mistakes. Remember, the attack has never been a good weapon for Italian football.